Evan's almost like his dad is super rich and he doesn't care about the financial consequences of his actions.
We've created a monster.
I wouldn't consider myself OCD, but just weird things like if I'm drinking out of the faucet, I have to take 10 drinks.
I think that is like
that's like
OCD
yeah.
to a T.
So do you guys know the backstory on Barry?
Are you guys too busy with your summer plans to cook but want to make sure you're eating well? With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping and the prepping and the cleaning up too, while still getting fresh flavor and nutritional quality that you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat them up and enjoy, and then get back outside and soak up the warm summer weather. I love Factor meals. They make it so easy to get a healthy, tasty meal fast. I hate cooking. I love Factor. I can't say enough good stuff about them. I really can't. Head to factormeals.com/wideopen50 and use code wideopen50 to get 50% off. That's wideopen50 at factormeals.com/wideopen50 to get 50% off. Thanks so much, Factor. Let's get into the podcast. Of all the packages that get dropped off at my door, hands down the most surprising box I open every month is from Box of Awesome from Bespoke Post. My Box of Awesome is filled with carefully chosen gear from the best small brands around the world. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. Each Box of Awesome is valued around $70, and we've got a deal for you to make it even better. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code WIDEOPEN at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code WIDEOPEN for 20% off your first box. Boxofawesome.com, code WIDEOPEN. You come with some hot topics this week?
Absolutely not.
He came with
Really?
some hot wings.
Hot wings.
That's it? No hot topics? The comments consensus is Evan might be coming for your job.
Cripes.
Are you worried about possibly losing your job on this podcast?
You think Evan has enough words that he can string a sentence together with?
Yeah, I mean, he did pretty dang good last time.
I don't know what's going on.
And now you got your mouth full of food. You're munching back there.
I've been working all morning.
You probably got the hub pulled up on your computer.
Jeez. But yeah,
I think Ken would love nothing more than for Evan to take his job on the podcast.
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't sound that bad for him. He doesn't have to do anything then.
So speaking of the hub, I'm not going to say that.
What?
What?
You can't blue ball us like that.
So we changed our Wi-Fi, and one of the things it shows web traffic to different websites. One of the top sites has been the hub.
no
Really?
way.
Like not top, but like
Up the top?
it's identified.
Hold on.
my
Wait, does it
God.
say what they're like searching? Like what kind of
No,
category or
it
nothing?
it just shows traffic between the sites.
Just says
Hold on.
the hub.
For here or your house?
For here.
For
Really?
here. Well, who's the only one that lives here?
Who's the
well,
worst?
the only two that live here.
Evan and Mike.
Or do we have a work jerker?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
pull it up, Ken.
There are 3 devices.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
A
let's just
13
get-
Pro Max, an 11 Pro Max, and a 14 Pro Max.
Neither of them are me.
That's not my
Sorry.
guy.
I got a
On
little
the
scared.
hub?
That, yeah.
So
We have that's funny.
the
So how
13
many visits?
It doesn't say that. It just says 3 clients have visited the hub.
Does it say the dates?
No, it just says in the last 30 days.
that is
Interesting.
Ken keeping tabs.
Who's got an 11 here?
Evan did.
Evan used to have an 11?
Oh, and now
he used
Evan's
to-
Evan's
Now he's got a
Evan is-
14.
Now he's got a 14.
No, Evan is the 11 and the 13, and then one of you guys are the 14.
I don't have a 14. I have a 12.
It could have been a visitor.
I have a 12. CJ has a 14. Ken has a 14. Ryan has a 14.
Ken, did you just self-narc?
Wasn't me. I don't do that here.
Oh, I do have a 14.
Yep.
I promise you, I don't have time to fucking go on
I
the
guess
hub
then,
at
then
work.
that leaves. Well,
no,
we could
I
have
got time
random
for that.
people connecting to our Wi-Fi, and
Maybe
you know.
Rich when he was here.
could be.
Could have been
Yeah.
rich.
Just call him. Hey, we just got a notification from our Wi-Fi provider.
He would just be like, "What do you want me to do about it?"
Yeah.
He'd probably just be like, "Oh yeah, that was me."
Yeah, I already left.
I actually almost got in trouble at my old job at the car washing place because someone during the night shift that I was the manager for was on Craigslist on the men seeking women page and then on the hub, and they were like, hey, you left a tab open on the computer for the hub. You can't be doing that at work.
How do you forget?
Oh, you
that?
got in trouble for that.
He had to have been pretty damn
because
comfortable.
I'm the guy who was the only one who was supposed to be using the computer.
The night manager.
I was the night manager. And I was like, listen, guys, I am not the most responsible human being in the world, but I am not work jerking or looking at the hub at the main desk.
On a computer
On
that
a
he's not
computer.
even allowed to be on.
No, I was allowed to be
No,
on it.
he.
Who's he?
Well, someone was looking up the hub on the main.
Technically, yeah, somebody was. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
it was somebody else. And they go, well, you're
Could've
the
been
only
like a
person.
Right,
using
and
the
that's what I mean. And whoever that somebody was wasn't even allowed to be on that computer, let alone doing that, leaving the tab open.
Yeah, so
Takes
apparently
balls, man, or
the
a strong
guy,
urge.
the morning manager came in, popped open the web browser, and the hub came up. So I think someone was trying to sabotage.
Could have been a prank.
I think it
too.
was a prank. Yeah.
Who did that? Jake did that to Justin's computer in college at the college house.
Yep.
But some like
Gave him a
very,
virus or something.
very graphic. Justin came back to the house on Monday and had been on his computer all weekend, and he was like, my computer, I have so many viruses now. And
doesn't
he's
work.
like, he's looking into like the backlog of the computer, and he's like, oh my God, this is so bad.
Did
my
it
gosh.
fry the computer? I can't remember.
I think it did mess it up to the
Well, he
point
had
where
a freaking-
he
he had
had to
Windows.
get a new one, and he blamed Jake for it. And I think Jake chipped in for it.
Really?
I want to
That's
say it was something like
hilarious.
that.
But didn't he
Or
chip
just
in
never
once
worked
he
the
broke
same.
your computer then? There's a lot of broken computers there because then
he
he
did.
had a fidget spinner and it hit your screen.
That's right. Yeah,
Shattered it.
I was sitting there. I had my computer on my lap.
Finishing up some stuff for the video, probably some Instagram reels.
Yeah, I must have been.
I just
there
remember you
wasn't
like
Instagram
working.
reels.
And,
back
and he
then.
was spinning it, and he chucked it. He went to chuck it at my nuts, and he missed my nuts, and it hit my computer screen.
bounced off
But
and
maybe it bounced
shattered
off,
it.
and it shattered my computer screen.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, that house did take down some computers.
Yeah, I always remember Justin being like, no, Windows computers are the best. And he had like 5 computers. He had to get a new computer every year because the shit never worked. And Ken was still, up until like a year ago, using the
Yeah.
MacBook Air he got in like 2009.
Yeah, I had my MacBook Air from 2013. I just got rid of it last year.
That's crazy, actually.
I think Windows you can do a lot more with, but yeah, they get old so quick and they slow down like, so quick again. Like
The type of people to argue a Windows computer are the same people using Androids.
Yeah.
Makes
I
no
feel like
sense.
It's just a losing battle.
It makes no sense. And besides for the people that are like, oh, no, it only makes sense. This. I feel like the ones that are using it are nerds, though, and they're like actually using it.
Before
they need
Like,
it, yeah.
Yeah, they're like using it for like all their software shit that they got to do.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of us normies, the guys that don't need that, Apples do just fine.
I think it's way more bold to call out Windows users than it is Android users, but I still agree.
Windows
Like,
users.
Android is just a given. Socially, they should be shunned. And then Windows, everyone's like, well, literally half the world uses Windows. I don't know.
I think it's kind of like an American thing, though. I think other countries use different systems.
yeah.
Did you guys see? Well, actually, I sent the article in our group chat with all of our friends that not having a case on your phone is a status symbol now.
I agree.
Because it's like you don't care about money so much, so you don't even care if your phone breaks.
I agree 100%. It's a flex. Like if you see someone rolling around with no
case.
case and like a brand new phone, you're like, God damn. Like,
Mike, you aren't a flexer. Put that away.
no,
it's broken.
Dude's already been flexing.
Yeah.
You know the problem with doing that though? I honestly don't mind it.
I like it.
It feels cool,
Yeah, it's
whatever.
way better.
Yeah, it's definitely a flex. But like you set it down and your camera is just right. You're like, I feel like I'm just scratching up my camera lens. Like
I think they make
Yeah, they
cases that like literally just bump out around your
or
camera.
it's even just like a glass
Like a
piece
sticky-
or-
yeah, I had one of those and it fucked up. It didn't take good pictures. It wouldn't focus.
Oh, because it went over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you
Well,
don't want
that
to mess with
seems silly.
that.
I didn't
I
even
don't
know that
know.
the back
I
was
didn't either.
crackable.
Oh.
Like
Really?
No,
Oh, yeah,
so
it's
it
a
goes
pain.
on and off. Remember, for a while they'd go like glass, metal back for iPhones. And now they're back to glass and you can crack it. And apparently the back is harder to fix than the front.
Because everything's glued to the back.
And I don't even know. I did this with a case on it. I just like took my case off one day and the thing was in 4 billion pieces.
Well, you are always leaving your phone in very precarious
Yeah, no,
places.
I'll take all the blame for that. Like,
Wasn't it broken after the skid steer ran it over?
yeah,
Well, no shit.
literally, this has been broken for a long time. The only downside to it is you can't go in the water. I'm a big advocate for iPhones are pretty waterproof. You can go in the water with them. Like I filmed
Now you got
when
broken
you
one.
sunk the snowmobile. I went down with my phone and just filmed the whole thing. It was pretty fun. But now I can't do that. But I set it on the skid steer track. And then it ran over by the skid steer and didn't break the front
That's
screen.
amazing.
It's
And
crazy.
then it fell off the golf cart when Evan and I got stuck in the mud, and I ran it over and did a burnout on the screen, and there was like scratches.
Like
Still didn't break
deliberately
it.
did
No.
the burnout or
No, we got back to the shop, and I was like, "Where's my phone?" And it was buried in the mud.
it's pretty unfortunate when you do the burnout. Running over is one thing,
Yeah.
but like,
When you're
yeah, I
spinning the
also,
wheels.
after I ran it over, I did a burnout.
Well, and because I was stuck in the
Stomp
mud.
the
so I was
brake and
just
stomp the gas.
And it's like on the phone.
That's how you got traction to get out.
Yeah.
I think the most Mike putting his phone in weird places things ever was when we were filming a video with the Harley trike, and there's like this little pocket on the gas tank of the Harley trike, and Mike thought it would be a good idea to put his phone in that pocket, even though he wasn't riding it. I think he just saw like a nice spot to set your phone, puts it in there, closes it down, you maybe like chap it in there. Couldn't find his phone for days. Maybe not days, but a full day.
Yeah.
Full day. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's in the Harley trike that you just saw Evan sitting on, and you went, I'm going to put my phone in there.
Well, it depends on. Evan wrote it one day and then I wrote it another day, but I do remember that because it was like literally weird that you said it like that, putting it in a chap. But yeah, it was like a leather
Yeah,
bag.
it's just like random.
Yeah.
So that's why like you run your phone over with the skid steer. You do burnouts in a golf
just
cart.
put it down.
You put it down in the strangest places.
And that does come from them being so damn big. I always like the Max, but it's in my pocket and it feels like you're carrying a small brick
Really?
around.
Especially in the summer
Yeah.
when you always are wearing
Yeah,
Tiny
like
ass
little,
pockets or something.
I mean-
I never have that problem.
These shorts are like tiny.
you could start wearing like a little purse.
Itty bitty short
I
shorts.
did. Yeah, I got a little satchel.
Well, yeah, and I don't think that's the play.
no,
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm not
think
I'm gonna
really-
be honest with
I
you.
do not
My-
think anyone looks cool
my,
with one of them things on.
One of my good friends, Jace, I talk about him on this podcast all the time because he's such a what's a nice way to put this? Anyway,
Stylish.
He's got one. Yeah,
He's
got
got a satchel, and he's always wearing it. And every time he's wearing it, I'm always patting it to see if anything is in there. And 90% of the time,
Oh,
nothing in
okay.
there.
Really?
I'm like,
so it's a style satchel.
it is.
That's not
It's
the-
a style satchel,
not-
but
oh.
you look kind of like a douche canoe. I'm
Sometimes the only time I think when it's like it makes sense for them to wear it is like some of them big high rollers in Vegas. They
yeah.
wear it because then it's like they have it strapped and they have like probably
Bricks of money.
50 to 100 grand like in it because you can't put that in your pocket and you don't really have anywhere else to put it. So they put it there and it's on their body. But otherwise,
but
I'm
it's like a Gucci one that's like kinda
then
looks-
it's a little
yeah,
lame. I think when it's just a plain black one and you're like, there's some purpose, but yeah, otherwise,
Well,
it's
most of
maybe
the
I
time
just
there
gotta-
is.
I don't know what that
Most of
thing-
the time there is purpose behind it, especially if you're like running or doing something. But like if you're just wearing it as a style piece, I don't know if
I think it makes you look cool. It's just a man purse, man.
I guess I'll clear the record then. I definitely wasn't wearing it as a style piece.
Oh, you haven't been because
And
you
I-
have
Alright.
been wearing the set. So I hate to kind of
keep
just call you out on this
I
right
had-
here, Mike.
For most of the 4th of July weekend, I have my wallet, my phone, my keys, and then anything else I need in there. But then I'm getting some flack for wearing it like they're like, you're too pussy to wear it like a fanny pack.
and
I'm
it's
like,
actually not a satchel. We've been calling it a
Yeah.
satchel, which is like a bag.
It's a fanny pack.
But it's more of like a fanny pack type of deal, but then you wear it over your shoulder, like across the
Yeah,
waist.
it's better. Yeah,
It
I
just
think a
stays
fanny
on
pack's
better.
cooler. I think the fanny pack's cooler because you're not necessarily trying to be cool. It's just straight functionality,
business.
and
Oh, yeah.
it is like pretty known that
It's just
a
how
fanny
you
pack's
wear
a
the
little
fanny
lame.
pack, though.
Oh,
Like,
I
it's
guess
still
I
the
think it's
same
cool
thing.
to wear it on your.
So how
waist.
have you been wearing it?
Because
I've been wearing it around my shoulder because it's so much more secure. I should say, if you wear it around your waist, you actually have to cinch it and tighten it up. But yeah, I bought like the $15 one on Amazon. It's all black. I really like it. And a lot of people are like, nice, you copped that Lulu bag. And I was like, nah.
Amazon
No, I
knockoff.
did not.
So when we were walking around, when I think of wearing a fanny pack around your waist, though, I think of Frankie LaPena wearing it with his big
Yeah.
dump truck.
Yeah,
That was
He's
like
got the
part of
dump
his
truck on the
image.
back
It's part of his image.
and
yeah.
his fanny pack on the front.
That's proper.
Well, when I remember Mike, the first time I saw Mike wearing it, we were out on the boat for the 4th of July, and one of like a business guy around here who has a giant house was having a party. He had a band on his yard and a bunch of people over, and he invited us. So like, okay, let's go. We just left the sandbar, and we're all like in swimsuits and stuff like that. And so we're going to go to this party. And as we're driving up in the boat full of people and all that, we look, there's other boats there, and there's a whole yard full of people, and they're all wearing like button-up T-shirts, like other businessmen and families
A lot of
the
Tommy
area.
Bahama.
A lot of Tommy Bahama type of stuff going on there. And so we pull up on the boat, and we're like, guys, I don't know if this is our scene today. And so we're hanging out there, and we look up in the yard, and we go, oh, well, there's that guy dressed, pretty casual. And it's Mike strutting through the yard, drink in hand, with his satchel fanny pack over his shoulder.
And then that was the same party that I like took my shirt off because it was 90 and super hot. And I like went inside, and everyone looked at me like, why does he have his shirt off? I'm like, well, we're at a pool, lake, beach, fun 4th of July party.
Who was in the pool?
Not the case. Just a bunch of kids and their moms.
I did get a kick out of that. Rolling up, seeing Mike. Mike was like, honestly, you looked dapper. You were dressed up. You looked good. And
I guess I had
you really were representing. You were holding it down. And I was like, this is not, Ryan, we got to turn around here.
Yeah.
We got to turn around. Our drunk asses walking into this wouldn't have been good.
We weren't doing any positives.
It would have been fun, I'll tell you that much. I was just talking to Sydney about this. She sends me a picture that I just look like a doofin, and she's like, but it's funny. It's funny. And then she goes, you never did claim to have style. And I'm like, I never did. I never claimed to be anywhere in near knowing what I'm doing in the fashion game.
Yeah, I think the thing about you, though, Mike, is like you really can just wear anything because since the day I met you, you have been wearing anything. You're walking down the street and you see a caution cone. You go, hey, that'd be a good hat. You wear it for the rest of the day. Nobody even asks you why.
Yeah,
that's nobody even asks you why.
That's true. Like you just no one even thinks anything of it.
If I can put on the most fun, wild outfit, it's just like, nice one. I like that one. And it's nothing too out of the ordinary. And then that honestly...
Like wearing a ref shirt.
Like when I wore the ref shirt, like no one asked anything. They're just like, nice, you're wearing a striped shirt.
I didn't think twice about it.
I think there's a little beauty in that, that some people can just pull something off.
And it's not even necessarily about that. It's more about one less thing to think about.
All right, everybody, it's the thick of summer, and making time to cook and eat a healthy meal is not at the top of my to-do list, so that's why Factor is perfect. With Factor, skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping and the prepping and the cleaning up too, while still getting the fresh flavor and nutritional quality that you need. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat them up, enjoy, and then get back outside and soak up the warm summer weather. Stick to your wellness goals with the premium ready-to-eat meals featuring high-quality ingredients such as broccoli, leeks, and asparagus, and treat yourself to 34-plus weekly restaurant-quality options like bruschetta shrimp risotto, green goddess chicken, and grilled steakhouse filet mignon, ready just in 2 minutes. Back when I worked landscaping, it was hard to vary my meals because I didn't have access to a microwave, so it normally ended up with me eating ham sandwiches. But Factor's got you covered with lunch to go, grain bowls, salad toppers, all ready to eat with no microwave required. This July, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your favorite meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered straight to your door, ready in 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/wideopen50 and use code wideopen50 to get 50% off. That's code wideopen50 at factormeals.com/wideopen50 to get 50% off. No matter what you guys have going on this summer, Box of Awesome has you covered. From camping gear essentials, cookout must-haves, and drink game upgrades, Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. They release new boxes every single month across a ton of different categories, and each box is valued at around $70, but you only pay a fraction of that. Box of Awesome is your one-stop shop to get something new shipped to your door every single month. Plus, with each Box of Awesome, you're supporting small businesses. 90% of everything that comes in your Box of Awesome is from a small up-and-coming brand, which I really do love. The aging kit from Black Swan Cooperage is a father-daughter duo located in the heart of the Minnesota Northwoods. The glasses are even hand-blown from Italian crystal glass, so if you need a bunch of stuff shipped to your door, support a fellow Minnesotan. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter code WIDEOPEN at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code WIDEOPEN for 20% off your first box. boxofawesome.com, code WIDEOPEN.
What am I going to wear today? And then,
Let me just
caring
throw
what
on my
people
ref
think.
jersey.
Yeah.
Just caution
grabbing
cone.
a shirt, grabbing shorts, even if they're sometimes even if it's just stuff that I don't find comfortable to wear, I'm like, well, whatever, it's on me now.
I would think of it like the polar opposite of if I put on this ridiculous outfit, I'd be thinking about it all day of I look so dumb right now. Should I be going to this place wearing what I'm wearing right now? Like a train conductor uniform? Should I be going to get dinner with my girlfriend wearing this?
So, and I think, that's normal. That's good. That's normal to think about that.
But you wear that too.
But I'm glad.
He has a conductor uniform that he'll just wear on Tuesday.
I'll wear it for next video or next podcast actually. But then what's sucky is that when you're trying to look cool or you're trying to wear something that you are thinking proud of, but also equally as much thinking about hoping people like it. That's actually the pickle that you don't want
If
to be
you
in.
care, if you care people.
Yeah, it's pretty human to not want to just want to like blend in slightly, given all the situations that we get put in day to day.
I think if you wear it with confidence, you can wear anything.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like if you're kind of timid and you're there, people can almost tell, and then they're like, "Oh, he feels uncomfortable." But if you walk into a place wearing some freaking crazy outfit and you're wearing it with confidence and you're not even like acting any different, people will be like, "Damn, he's cool."
Yeah.
I have a linen shirt I really want to bust out. Too scared though.
Still haven't? I swear
put it
you
on
wore
at
it
one
once.
time.
You're scared? Probably don't even do it, Ryan.
Well, I mean, you got to get out of your comfort zone, you know? I'm waiting for a showroom night. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to look fancy. I was talking to this guy. I saw him wearing a linen shirt, and I go, that looks really nice. I have one. I just get away. He goes, you got to get a good steamer.
Oh, yeah.
It's gotta
just
be well, you just got to wear it at the right
Ryan
moment.
does have a
Shaking.
lot of
Just
outfits.
shaking.
You have a lot of outfits.
You think?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I just, the only thing I got in my closet is just CboysTV shirts. You got like nice outfits.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
I think you got a solid amount of just like that color's nice. Like it's honestly a lot.
Are
of
you
like
the one
solid
doing
colors.
the shopping on this, or is it a laundra? Because I'd have thought it was a laundra.
I do. I have like my, Mike. I don't have like things that I venture too far out of, but like, yeah. See me in like a pink Levi shirt. That's
my
me.
favorite thing is that you've always done that, Ryan, where you're like, you'll have like once a year. Yeah. You go to a store and you just come home with like 4 solid colored like crew neck or sweatshirts, and it's just such the vibe. I think that you do have the most outfits.
Thanks, fellas. Jeez.
I've always
Mike,
liked
you know what
them.
I could see you wearing, Mike?
What?
You guys know that music video with Lil Pump and Kanye West? You're such a fucking
Oh my
hoe.
god.
He wears the fucking
Big block.
Pop
Yeah,
that up.
the
right
Roblox
now.
outfit.
I could see Mike wearing that.
but just like not even
Confidently.
saying anything. He just walks in, he's just sitting on the
Bro.
couch.
Even if I made it half the size of what they were in the video.
You should just start
really?
wearing like Halloween costumes, just like
Yeah.
during the day.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
push
it's
it
not
even
too
farther.
far
Yeah,
off.
I mean, true. Yeah, the train conductor and your Amish outfit that you bought in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Vegas, did you guys see the spear that's done?
So cool.
No, I haven't.
It's basically like a.
We went past it when they were building it, right? It's just a circle.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
not
But
circle,
it's like a
a
TV.
sphere,
It's
right.
like the whole thing is TV inside
What?
and outside.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that.
They can like they can
Put
Dude,
any
make it look
basically-
like the Earth or the
Ken,
Moon.
the first thing that you show can
Oh, on the outside. I thought you were saying the inside.
The
Yeah.
first
No,
thing-
both.
the
Both.
first
The
thing that
inside
you
looks like
show-
that too.
Like,
The
look how
eye is
sick that
so
looks. That doesn't
creepy.
even look real.
They built that fucking quick. When we
Yeah,
were
they did.
there
Years.
in November,
Well,
they
I mean,
were.
I wouldn't say quick. It took a really long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
it didn't
it-
look like it's even close to halfway done last November.
They started that in like 2019 or 2020.
But then
Oh, wow.
COVID,
Shit, that was actually
yeah,
probably
but,
quicker.
But,
Still a couple
but also,
years.
Like, that's
COVID.
crazy.
So what's inside there?
all screen. Like it's
Wait,
like a
It's
like
just
an
like a
ampli-
tourist
it's
thing.
like a, no, it's like
theater.
a theater.
Oh, like it's a concert venue type of deal, but on the inside, it's got some like 5D experience. It's supposed to be like the most crazy place to go to a show.
So-
Pull up the eyeball one. I want to see the eyeball.
Wow.
It's kind of
Right?
creepy.
Can you imagine just like looking out and seeing that out of your room?
Like
and
being
we-
super high, looking out your window of the hotel. And
it's
seeing
high in the
that.
air. Yeah, of course. And it'd be perfect because Ken only gets himself the strip view hotel room, so we will be able to look back off the strip and see that.
Ken does
all by
always
luck.
get himself the strip view.
Hackton plays a full B movie? Really?
I don't know about
The
that.
full B movie. That's what they decided to put on.
That's just
How do
a
you
meme.
know
That's
you're
just a
being
meme or
hacked?
being hacked.
Yeah, that's a meme hack for sure.
No,
They did
right there.
Barry right there. They did Barry. Now that's a funny hack.
I don't know if they actually did, but I love
That looks like it's Photoshop.
fuck. I just saw that. I didn't even read into it because that is something that a hacker would do. It's the same thing with like
Barry,
the B
that's
movie.
funny.
Yeah.
Like
I
they
think
would do
Barry's
something that's
funnier
like
in
such
the
a
B movie.
meme.
What I love about Barry is that if there's any image to ever be overlaid upon anything for whatever reason or any link, it's Barry.
Yeah, Barry, man, that thing was viral back during like
Yeah.
the lockdown
But
of COVID.
still,
era.
even before, and he's still being used. It's like
So do you guys know the backstory
yeah, a
on
little
Barry?
bit.
What?
It's
Yeah,
it's
there's like
kinda
a backstory.
unfortunate for
So
him.
he was just a regular guy. He wasn't like a porn star or anything like that. And some photographer or something wanted to take some pics of him, but he was hard up for cash and he did it. So that's behind
Caught a glimpse in the locker room, or
I'm
what?
not entirely sure why, but yeah. So they went and like he went and did the pictures, and I don't think they ever surfaced until after his death. So he passed away, and then they surfaced. Vice did a documentary on it, or like a short video, and they like interviewed his family and all this. He never told anyone or anything like that. So
he had a hammer?
basically,
Yes,
well, I'm sure they must have known, but I'm not
your
sure if
family
it's
typically
real.
knows when you have a big dick.
I can't remember. You'd have to go back and watch it, but like, yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. It's kind of a sad story, you know?
I agree. Well, the fact that he's passed is the most sad about it. But yeah, the fact that that was never his goal. Like everyone pictures him as this.
You'd have thought he was like a porn star or
this
something.
dude
yeah.
that's just.
For some reason, I thought that it was maybe photoshopped.
Yeah, ask. Can Google that? See
I'd have
if
to watch it
Barry's
back.
lower unit is real.
Might be fucked up to say and insensitive, but you know how like larger dogs have a shorter lifespan
Yeah.
because of the issues of being bigger like that?
Yeah.
I don't know why he passed away. No, I can't remember.
Did he die of a big dick?
I don't know.
Dude, thank goodness you're gonna have such a long, healthy life.
He had a boner. All the blood rushed
Yeah.
to his dick, and his
His name is not Barry Wood. It is Wardy Jurbet, and he died in 2016.
All I gotta say is I can truly think of so many worse photos or reasons to go viral.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, true. If
That's
I was,
pretty
if I was
complimenting
going famous
picture.
for my lower unit being giant, I'd be pretty happy.
Last line of this article, FYI, his dong is photoshopped.
Ooh.
Oh, it is.
Well, at least they didn't Photoshop it smaller. That would really suck.
That thing wouldn't even be usable, dude.
Isn't?
I mean, I don't think so, but maybe it would be.
What was his
I don't know.
photo name? It was Barry Wood, but his real name was something complex.
Wardy Jorbet the third.
See, that's just not a name that goes popular. Alana and I were talking about this yesterday. Tony Hawk. Sick fucking name. Tom
And
Cruise.
that one's real. Those
Sweet
are
name.
real names.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
That's a sick name.
Those are people who go famous because they just their name is too good. Honestly,
Honestly, I feel like you were fucked, Ryan.
yeah.
Ryan
Iwerks, not a famous name.
Micah Sandman. Cool
That's
name.
sick. That's
Ben
a good
Roth,
name.
not that cool.
No, Ben Roth's okay.
Dude,
Sorry,
Evan,
Siege.
bro.
Evan Chef, that's a good one.
You don't think CJ
Yeah.
Lotzer's cool?
It's cool, but not
I
like
mean, but
A
it's
list.
just like it's literally just like two letters put together.
I'm actually I've always really liked the nickname Mike because one syllable.
because you can roll low key with
syllable.
it, Mike.
No,
You went from
what-
just being the sickest kid on the block with Micah Sandman.
Yeah, when he's just
When you're
trying
just
to
trying to
stay
fit
low-key,
in,
yeah,
low-key,
undercover.
No, well, I mean,
like when he's a A-list celebrity famous, like someone walks up, Micah Sandman, nice to meet you. Please, call me
just
Mike.
call me Mike. But also, I
yo,
think
yo.
Mike Sandman
Keep it
sounds
low
weird.
key.
But yeah, I mean, well, also like Ryan's got a 2-syllable name, but it's very easy to say. CJ 2-syllable, still very easy to say. Ben, that's really easy to say.
Do you
Ken.
need to have like a yellable name?
So what
Or
are you
like
saying?
Tony?
What are you going?
I guess
by?
what I'm going for is like having a 1-syllable first name, whether it's a nickname or real name. That helps too. Kind of going along of just having a famous name. It helps people.
Or what's like a bad name? Who's someone?
I feel like haven't we talked about this on the pod?
Did we?
Bad names, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
sorry.
we were talking about
Well,
old
naming,
names. But
yeah,
what-
old names like
who's
naming a
someone that's-
baby Gladys.
Yeah, who's someone that's famous that just has a really difficult name to say?
I feel like they've all rebranded. You know, like if you've got a weird name to say, Selena Gomez, that's a great name.
I wonder if like regular celebrities are jealous of rappers because they just get to stack
Yeah, you
on
just
names.
get to choose
You know,
whatever
you got
you want.
Kanye, and then they add Ye, and then like Lil Wayne, Wheezy, and Drake and Drizzy.
Well,
And
who's to
Ricky-
say you can't do that, Mike?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Little spark plug,
Little zip tie.
Make it longer. Yeah,
big wrench,
I rolled with Lil Zip Tie
little
for a
wrench,
while.
Lil wrench.
I like
Don't
that.
even do little, just
No,
Lil.
to be honest, I don't
wrench.
think
Lil wrench.
I don't think we've talked about this again on nicknames, but dude, Evan like religiously calls me Pocket Nuts. I know you guys do too, but every day he's like, "Look at who it is, old Pocket Nuts." I got that from when I'm taking apart stuff. I just put the
'em in his
nuts and bolts
pockets.
in my pockets and
Can't find
Walk
something.
away.
Can't
Some.
find something. Check Mike's pockets.
And if it's not there, check Ken's frunk.
True.
That only happened twice.
Yeah, but two big
the
ones.
2 times that it did happen, we had a camera bag full of stuff. Couldn't find it for literally 3 months. 3 months. We thought it was for sure stolen. Well, sure enough, nope. Ken just put it in the front of his Tesla and didn't check it for 3 months.
It's tough to close, so you just don't put anything up there.
Well,
so
Mike fits in there though.
Mike does fit in there.
Yeah. His car could just damn near have just a driver's seat.
Absolutely.
That's
That would
all
be the
it
best.
needs.
Then Elon wouldn't have to drive us around.
You should get one of those 1-seater cars, Ken.
I don't know.
Well, you just take all the other seats out.
Yeah, that's what I could picture.
It's just like a little
center.
glass.
It's like a McLaren.
Little glass box.
I could see it.
So yeah, I feel like our destructiveness kind of got carried away the other day when the smart car came off of the van.
Oh, that's when you thought? That's when you thought.
No, that was just like the point of
Let's
like
talk
it
about it.
solidified wasteful recklessness. Not that it wasn't entertaining, it was great. But after that I was like, damn, kind of just ruined this smart car for nothing.
You've been saying that, Siege.
Why is it always after it happens you guys go, you just say exactly what I said
don't-
before it happened?
I think because you didn't
don't
come
pull-
in with a good enough reason.
Oh.
Like for anything.
I just said, I mean, it's still a pretty good smart car. I don't see why we got to ruin it. Is it really worth just the short term?
Yeah, but follow that up with a reason to not ruin it. Not just because you think
I
that.
mean, eventually, well, then it's like you guys are already saying it right after. It's just weird.
Don't pull me in with that. I enjoyed the heck out of that.
I mean, yeah, it was cool.
And that was
but
tough because then you
It's
do a
still
vice
fine.
you do a vice versa and you guys were pretty lit up. Like when the Subarus got wrecked, we were trying to be optimistic, but I was having difficulty doing that. I was like, bro, these WRXs just got toasted in like an hour, and I was
45
struggling
minutes.
to cope with that. And the smart car didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, that was
The smart car was clapped. Honestly, if you've
That's
looked
what I
inside
mean,
of
like,
it, the windows have been open
Were
for
you
3
gonna fix
years.
it? You know, obviously we
It was
have
pretty
big
clapped
wrench,
on the
but it's
so
interior. I
clapped.
agree.
that's kind of what I was thinking. Like if I was the one to have to fix it, I
And there's mice.
Would've
in
rather
it and all
dumped it.
that.
I didn't realize. I mean, I was there. A lot of the time I was chasing Evan around, so I couldn't hear. But I didn't realize Evan really didn't let off the rev limiter the whole time. It was pretty
it was
gnarly.
more
No,
than I
like,
thought.
First
He was
gear-
just first gear pin the whole time. No wonder it fucking blew up.
So we've done about the same thing in his Chevy. Maybe not for quite as long, but like
Yeah.
he goes out to the field and he's showing me videos of his buddies back home that, no joke, to the rev limiter for minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like you have that, doesn't blow up, and then you have a Subaru that you put to the floor for give or take 5 minutes around the couple laps that he did, and it blows up.
Well, those Subarus are just babies.
They're
No.
also, yeah, I mean, they blow up on their daily driving.
Yeah.
It's just completely changed my outlook. They're babies.
You know, Evan and his destructiveness. It's great. We joke about it because it is adding up to be a hefty bill every single week. but it's great content, and it's like Evan's almost like gotten to the point where his dad is super rich and he doesn't care about the financial consequences of his actions.
Okay.
And that's just like his reasoning for doing what he does and breaking the things, because like
He doesn't have to deal with it. He has no
Doesn't-
repercussions.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to fix it, doesn't have to pay for it. He just walks away.
Which I
Yeah,
which
to
is,
haul the thing back.
in any other situation is just non-existent besides for just a kid that's got a super rich
So
dad.
we've created a
we've
monster,
created that,
is what
yeah.
you're saying.
Well,
Yeah.
when Ben
Wow.
it is the opposite of how he grew up. I mean, that's truly the opposite.
So we fucked up our first kid.
Yeah.
It's to be expected.
I love that.
I don't want to get too hard on him because the way when he talked to me, he's like, listen, I came out to try to make the best video I
Yeah,
could.
he did a good job.
Granted, could have maybe let off the rev limiter a little bit. It's okay. Learning lesson. You know, you just maybe dial it back just a smidgen. Just a smidgen.
Yep.
I'm not mad at all about
No,
the
me either, and I
jumper
don't want
or
that to
any
get-
of it. Yeah.
I don't want that to get
But
misconstrued.
that is
We
a
love
very
Evan.
good point. I mean, what'd you expect was gonna happen? Like, you could have let off the rev limiter. Like, I
Lethal.
understand, like, you jump a fucking Subaru, you're gonna break the bumpers and whatever. That's fine. But like, yeah, maybe could have just.
I think he was spoiled with those R6s. They just put up to
Yeah.
a lot of abuse.
A lot
it's
of-
the only thing that can handle Evan.
Truly, like, this just goes to show how good our sixes are because, like, we're seeing it live. Like, they hold up. These don't.
Well, guys, we're on our 4th R6.
True,
Still.
but
Yeah,
they've done
but for
a lot.
different reasons though, you know, like.
And I
they're
think the
not all
snow bike
Evan.
would have been fine if we'd actually put an air filter on it and not let it sit
Yeah, stuff
vertical.
Like
that
Yeah.
would maybe
the first
team
one
effort.
again was us, and we
And we jumped that one, and it's still alive. It's still in my four-wheeler.
Yeah, so those go good, but yeah, I don't want to be too hard on him either.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He's
Good
just
kid.
learning.
Good
He's doing
kid.
his
Stinky
job.
Hinder. Just
Oh,
doing
man.
his job.
Hey guys, quick break in the podcast for a word from today's sponsor, eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every single detail of your purchase. Yep, we're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead and get that piece you've always wanted and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, or that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with the eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. You guys ever have like a dream that feels real, or you feel like you've like relived it or
Sure,
anything like
yeah.
that? Like a deja vu type of deal?
yeah.
Let's go in the past tense where you have a dream that feels real. Are you ever worried about it happening? Or you ever like expect it to come true in life?
Well,
No.
I guess I don't know if I'd think of it like that, but every time that I do have like a deja vu moment, I'm always trying to think, okay, what happens next? Why
Exactly.
am I having this moment?
Yep.
Like, is this coming to me, or did I have this in a dream for a reason?
Since it's known as a moment, that's like interesting that you're like thinking of the next thing, because technically it is just a moment. The next thing that happens after that probably isn't something that's happened to you before also.
So the reason I bring it up is I lost my garage door opener, but I'm able to open it with an app on the phone.
You're able to text Mike, and he'll open it.
He'll open up the
for
garage
you.
door, yeah. Okay.
And he goes, well, my car is in your spot.
I'll come down there.
So anyway, I had a dream where I was running from the police, and I remember in the thing using my app to open the door and put my car in the garage and close it. They're glass garage doors. I can't hide shit. But anyway, I remember doing that in my dream. And then this last week, I remembered that I could download the app and open up the garage door. And I remembered that dream, and I deleted the app up on my phone because I didn't want it to I didn't want to connect the
Happen?
dots. I didn't want to
Yeah,
do the butterfly effect things to make that happen. So I deleted
Wow.
that.
Do you
I
think
now have
you'd
to
run?
get what? No,
Little
No, you're right.
suspicious.
Yeah,
I would never
don't
do that.
incriminate yourself.
Exactly. Now I have to get out of my truck every day and open up the garage door because I'm not risking it.
So you are a little
Holy
stitious.
shit.
I'm
little
superstitious.
Yeah, very superstitious.
Are you?
Yeah, I'd say so. I guess in what context do you think?
I guess.
Just that like the whole, I don't want that bad juju. I don't want that. I don't want the karma. You know, just
Yeah.
lightly
Yeah.
lightly thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I'd say so. I sometimes do things like, let's say I like throw something in the garbage can and it misses. And then I like go back and do it the right way because I don't want like the bad
That would
juju
maybe
for like
be,
missing something. It's not my best
Obsessive
example.
compulsive disorder.
Yeah, no, it could be OCD for sure. If I do something, like I don't do something right, I'll try to go back and do it
I
right.
like that.
So it like doesn't affect me later.
Sounds like something
Because I
do.
always do that. Like, you rush for 5 minutes and it costs you 10 minutes,
Yep.
I wouldn't consider myself OCD, but just weird things like if I'm drinking out of the faucet, I drink out of the faucet every time I brush my teeth. I have to take 10 drinks. I don't
Oh, no,
always,
that's fucked.
But yeah, I know.
Excuse me,
What
that's
is
messed
that?
up.
That's
Do you
weird.
count it?
Yeah, I count.
Like that's I think
know.
that is like
That's like
OCD.
OCD.
Yeah.
to a T.
Yeah, and like a few other
10
things.
drinks? You count 10 drinks?
Almost all the time. Again, I'm not so OCD that if I don't like,
I
You
can't
know, I
believe
could
that
walk-
you
like,
would
yo,
be the one to
I
do that.
know.
You seem like you just
so
Yeah,
weird.
willy-nilly.
I think
know.
this kind
Why
of
are you
got.
drinking out of the faucet?
Yeah, I think this kind of got overlooked. Why are you
Why aren't
drinking
you
out of
drinking
the
Voss
faucet?
water?
Yeah, why aren't you
Yeah,
drinking from the Brita?
Dude, literally coming from Ben, who literally has glass bottles of Voss water at his house.
Really?
No,
No,
honestly,
no.
he refills them. Sorry, I incriminated you
Now
there.
that's a lame flex.
All right, I will stand sturdy on that. Drinking out of the faucet ain't that crazy.
It depends.
Hey,
for like,
We're
don't
not
be
talking
drinking
about
out of the
that. We're talking
faucet
about you
here.
counting.
Don't be drinking out of the faucet
Just
here.
irony.
It's funny
CJ
because
and I figured it out. The water softener was turned off.
it's funny because I could tell
Why? Why do you do that?
I don't know.
10?
And I'm
Like,
trying
have
to-
you always done that?
And another one, like, and again, there's only a few, and that's why it's weird because you'd think you'd have a whole bunch if this is the case. When I cut my fingernails, I have to cut my right thumb, then my whole left hand, then go back to my.
Why?
left. Again, I don't do that every time, but
You're like,
I'm
pretty much
learning new
every time.
things about you today, and you're weird, dude.
Yeah, it's like very OCD.
Picture Mike doing that wearing a train conductor with a construction hat on.
Where do
I
you,
used to be some similar to that when I like
Just
in
little
hockey.
things, just
I
random
always had to like
things.
put my left skate on before my right,
Yeah.
or like
Oh, okay.
whatever. But like
it
I
was-
don't
You have
know
a
if that was
method?
just more so I was nervous about like.
But I
just
think-
I don't know.
I think the weirder thing maybe it's like then you'd expect if I didn't do it that way, you'd be all like, oh, I
But
didn't
doesn't
like
bother
that. It doesn't really bother me. It's like, well, it is what it is, but I have a routine.
What contact do you put in first?
I always go
Yeah,
left.
I
I
or
go
right.
left first.
I would go left
That's-
and right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So
I remember when I did that in front of you, you were like, whoa, whoa. You just put your left contact in
Yeah.
first. And I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I
I'm
do left,
surprised
sometimes
that-
I do
yeah.
right.
What are you worried is gonna happen if you don't take 10 drinks of water?
literally nothing. I think
So
10,
why do you do
10
it?
is just a good goal. It's
I
like,
don't know if that's
if-
OCD. I
if-
think
I
OCD
know.
is when you're like you have to touch the doorknob 10 times to make sure because you're worried that if you don't, then something
Yeah.
bad's gonna happen.
Yep. It's like a little bit more, I guess, like,
Like
mentally
fear-based.
restricting. Yeah,
Yeah.
and fear based. But like, it's more like, yeah, if I'm gonna go down for some push-ups, 20.
Even if
just
you
setting a
could
goal.
do,
No,
you,
I'm
you
saying,
could
no,
do
no,
25,
no,
but you're
no.
like, I stop at 20.
There has to be a minimum.
Oh.
Yeah,
no, that
yeah,
makes
I
sense.
get
You're like,
that, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
do
like
20.
every time, like if I got down and did 10, I guess I would be like,
Someone's like, drop and give me 15. And Mike's like, no,
no,
please.
they do 20.
Please make it 20.
So do you do that because you're like, if I don't drink 10 gulps,
I won't
then
be
I won't be
hydrated
hydrated?
enough. Yeah, kind of how I think about
Interesting.
it. Weird.
I'm trying to think if I do anything.
Yeah,
weird.
it's not. Again, it's not like don't think about it like if you start revealing this stuff like you're OCD. But there's just
No.
some routines that you have of doing something some weird way.
Oh, when I get out of the shower, I have the exact wipe down like for as
Same,
long
but-
as I can remember.
Yeah.
Like the most efficient.
Same.
Really?
Well,
Hair,
I don't know
arm,
if you can
arm,
call it the
bottom, torso, back, boom,
That's
leg,
That's
done.
how everyone does it.
When do you do your balls in that order?
Leave them sloppy.
It's just way better.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
That's so funny. Yeah, I have like a weird like it's like end of towel hair, other end of towel hair, toss it up in the air, grab the other end.
Oh shit! You're
end
like
of towel
bake-
hair.
It's like you're making like a
Like a
pizza.
pizza.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
you're tossing it in the air, huh?
Yeah.
We got to be getting water everywhere.
I'll show you guys sometime.
Why
No,
the bathroom
no,
floor
no.
is always wet in the
The
afternoon.
towel,
Dude, I swear.
no,
I swear.
no.
People that don't use a towel at least a little bit in the shower before they hop out and just get water
Criminal.
everywhere.
Criminal.
It
I
is,
agree.
it's like a serial killer characteristic.
Do you, on like OCD things, you ever have to have like your temperature at the right setting in your car?
No, fuck.
No.
I used to be like
I
I
had
needed
friends that would
like
do that.
I needed
Shoot
like
that thing
even
around.
numbers.
Yeah, at a
but
certain point. I
no.
always just go to
That's a-
69. That's
yeah.
my happy. It's
That's a
either
good one.
low,
Yeah,
69,
69's, yeah.
or like 75.
69 is absolutely the best temperature to have your car.
Yeah.
Like app.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're saying
Just
that,
is.
you might as well just hit auto.
Oof.
Mm.
I
Be
don't
an
think I
auto
can do
guy.
that.
Not an auto
No,
guy.
it's-
And Ken
no.
Ken's
believes
an auto
strictly.
guy.
But the problem with putting it in auto is one button, and it's like 7 to get it out of auto. You got to
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
the temperature, turn down the fan, set it to the right thing.
Or you just fuck with the temperature and then it does it. I want it colder. I just turn the temperature down. I want it warmer. Just turn the temperature up.
But I
don't
want
have to
I want the air blowing at me I want it from the right vents.
Ken,
sometimes you just can't care about it. Just once you get over that, auto's perfectly
No,
fine.
that is
You're probably
you have a
right.
point there.
You're probably right.
Ken, you are such a Tesla owner by just like trusting
The process.
the process and the Elon and the electronic gods. You have more faith in them than you do with your
Just
own
like automated
consciousness.
stuff.
I either have my car at 70, low, or high.
still
There's
talking about temperature.
there's nothing else between that.
Ken, do you like your Ford Bronco Raptor? I don't think we've talked about that yet.
I like it, but there's certain things where it's like I got the carbon fiber package, and it's $1,300 for like a piece of carbon fiber on the shift knob, and
what
then
I
like
was
two
saying,
small
dude.
ones. It was like now that
Worth
I
it.
see it, I was like, this is pointless.
Carbon fiber's not cheap, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the amount of carbon fiber you
When
get.
you, when you
is
jump
like,
it later, you're going to appreciate that lightness.
You can barely see it.
You know,
Out of
when
all
you're
things that you could say, that is like got to be the last thing that I thought that you were gonna nitpick about.
how do you appreciate? Do you like having more power?
It's still not fast. It's got more. It's faster, but it's not fast.
Have you ever driven anything that you think is fast since you got your Tesla?
No.
Have you ever been satisfied with something that you've bought?
Probably the first one, and then
The first one.
first Bronco I had, and then the Raptors came out, and I was like, ooh, I want
Anything? He bought an American flag onesie once. I'm pretty sure he was pretty satisfied by that.
that. Well, it's like, how long are you satisfied with it for? You might be satisfied for 6 months, and then it just gets old, and then
Yeah.
you're like,
I
okay,
guess
this
I was
isn't
just-
satisfying anymore.
Well,
I guess I was just asking off of the rip.
content.
This is why Ken doesn't have a girlfriend.
I feel like something that I've noticed, Ken, is maybe your way of not trying to sound like you're bragging. When someone goes like, do you love your Bronco Raptor? That's so amazing. And you don't want to be like, yeah, it's just the most amazing thing ever. You go, yeah, I like it, but you can't
The
really
door
see out of the
handle.
corner or something like that. It's your way of making it sound like you're not trying to brag. Maybe. I don't know. It's my licensed therapeutic assessment.
Yeah, I could
think
get
that's
behind that.
accurate.
You know, you're
I
just like,
think
oh yeah, it's great, but you know, there is this thing to not just be like,
So let's do a little more praise to it and then rip the carbon fiber.
It's definitely got, like, I love the exhaust because it can be quiet or loud.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's got like the
Little
valves in the
Valvetronic.
exhaust, and just like the leather on the steering wheel is so much nicer than the other one.
I think it's a cool rig, Ken. I think you
Is
look
it-
good
is it
driving.
Love
worth
it.
it?
Well, I can just put new wheels on it, and I'm sure you guys will see that at some point. Whew, maybe even pop a picture up there.
Hot boy.
It looks good. He got the same wheels that Ben got on his Corvette and CJ got on his GTR.
There's no originality anymore.
But they look so good.
Ben picked a great wheel,
Yeah.
and now they make it for like 6 lugs.
And now they're the precedent.
Yeah, it does look sharp. I don't know if I would have gone quite that hot boy, just being that you
Keep in mind, his are the same size wheels that are on my Bronco.
No, I know, but I would be more worried about like what
When
you're
you're-
gonna do in the Bronco, and now you got
Like when you
this
jump
I
it.
nice
mean, I
ass
was
wheel.
considering getting 22s, but I stuck with the 20s.
Oh, really?
Man, 22s would have been real hot boy.
Yeah, big time.
I feel like I was looking for wheels for my truck. There just is not that many options. And I wanted
And
to
I feel
get
the exact
well, there's a
opposite.
million options, but there's not that many that look good.
I'd agree with that.
You know, like
I
you
actually
just kind of
also agree with that, but it's like there's not that many that look good, and then there's not that many that you could know if they would look good.
that's also true.
And then there's like 5 or 6 that you pick from that you're like, I know these will look good.
I actually found some wheels I really liked, but they were XDs.
Oof.
And I thought it was just I was like, I can't be rolling around on XDs.
Yeah, even if they
And they look good.
Even if they completely rebranded, you'd have a tough time.
I know, it's just a big fat XD in the middle. I was like,
You gotta wonder
Tough look.
who actually buys some of these.
Dude,
wheels
a lot
out
of
there.
people.
More
A lot of
people than buy. I swear, more people buy like, what were they thinking type wheels than cool wheels
I
for their
agree.
truck. That is.
Well, I
Truck
think
and-
it's tough to like fit them. That's the
Yeah.
hardest
Yeah.
part. Like that's realistically what makes the biggest impact is like if it's sized right, you know, like
Yeah.
if it's a car and you're trying to go with that low look, it needs to be like flush with the fenders, but not too far out or too far in.
yeah.
And,
a
like
car
obviously
is
with
way
the truck,
harder.
the higher you lift it, the more they have to go out in order for it to look right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'd
But
say like that's the more important thing than the actual face of the
I
wheel.
agree.
Do you think most people go to the dealership and ask for like
Yeah.
Hope
I would
not.
say so.
that? Like that's
Oh,
the
man.
Randy.
Yeah, the
That's-
Randy method. And
Ryan-
that's how he ends
Ryan's
up
dad.
with smaller wheels. He has smaller tires on his truck than comes stock.
Oh, tires. I'm like, well, so what?
I was
The
like,
rim's
bro,
smaller, but
how'd you end
You
up
didn't
with
know
that?
that?
Yeah, he's like, my speedometer is really slow. Like it says on, and I was like, what the hell? And I started
Getting less
looking at
or
someone's
less miles on it though.
stock versus his. It goes from like a 355 to a 325.
See, when state troopers are pulling people over for having, you know, too big of wheels, I think they should just switch their mindset and the laws and pull people over that have too small of wheels on their
When
truck
we did the
and fix it for them.
When we did the tiny wheels on Tiny, we probably could have gotten pulled over for that. I'm sure they'd have
yeah.
been like, that's a safety hazard.
Yeah, the
Well,
whole
the big-
vehicle is a safety
I was
hazard.
like, even besides it breaking the whole safety hazard of that was that they were so small that the top speed of it was like 40.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it blew the drive shaft.
Yeah, big time.
classic.
You guys got anything?
Any good topics? That's what we need.
There's an otter in Santa Cruz that's been hassling surfers and stealing their surfboards.
A sea otter hassling surfers?
This is a 5-year-old female Southern sea otter was first seen hijacking surfboards in Santa Cruz last September. Officials successfully drove the otter away from the area. She has since returned.
It just steals surfboards?
I really want you to pull up a picture, and it's that otter or whatever riding the surfboard. I will not be satisfied until then. No way, it is riding the surfboard.
What? Oh, wow. It actually surfs too?
No way. An
That's
aggressive
pretty
sea
legit.
otter in California is hassling locals by riding boards she stole from the surfers in the lineup.
No way.
How? I'm just wondering,
So-
like how she stole them. Does she steal them on the water and then hop on, or does she steal them like from
Off the beach.
At times, she's chewed on the boards or forced surfers to surrender their boards altogether.
Oh man, what a bully. Do you think this sea otter knows like what they're doing?
Look at that
oh my
thing,
gosh.
dude.
And the guy's like,
He's,
looks
like,
more
kinda
a
fighting
kid,
it.
But
Oh, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't want to
Look
mess
at
with
that, dude. He
Fuck.
hopped right up.
If he bites you or some shit.
smack him on the top of the head.
Yeah, but you're in the water
Yeah,
with
true.
it. You're just totally out of your element.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sea otter's element. I love the caption. This was a very aggressive interaction and scary to watch. Dude, look at that
He's
little
not
dude.
letting go.
Yeah,
Dude,
just
I would
flip the
leave
board.
the.
Fucking bored, yeah.
Flip him back over. Let him get a wave.
Surfboards ain't cheap these days.
I don't blame him. I'd be, oh, wow. He's just chewing
look
that
at
thing
that.
up.
So do you think he's got like beef with surfers, or you think he like
Yeah.
auditioned for Surf's Up and didn't get the part?
Yeah, it's his
I
water.
think, it's something like that.
It wasn't a penguin, dude.
Like, because he could just go and bite the guy if he wanted to, but no.
He's after the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think it's a sea otter that really likes surfing, or do you think he's against surfing?
That's what I'm wondering, Ryan.
I think he's against surfing.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
If he and if he honestly, if he had middle fingers, they'd be up while he's on the board.
But I mean, there was the orcas that have been attacking boats.
Yeah,
The
that's
ocean's
wild.
fighting back. And I think maybe Ben isn't so wrong about being scared of the ocean.
I don't think anyone should be like completely putting their faith and trust in the ocean and the ocean creatures. These creatures don't give a fuck about anyone.
Do you think they're having a little ocean podcast down there and they're also talking shit about the land creatures?
No, I just don't
Do
think
you think
that
it's a
they have.
misunderstanding?
Well, actually, I feel like dolphins maybe have like a little bit of sense of like human
Yeah.
of
Because
like.
they're mammals.
And scientifically, that is proven.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, they're wild animals, man.
Tom Holland talked about on a podcast he swam with killer whales or killer orcas. There's a difference. And he said they were super nice.
Nah, that's just not true. That's just not scientifically proven to be true. Why would they call them killer whales?
Well, they technically don't really kill people. I don't think they've ever attacked people.
Enough to just put your trust in them?
Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't jump in the waters. You ever seen the whale hunters video? South Park did a big meme thing on them. You ever see when like they're trying to protect the whales against the Asian fishermen who like spear them and stuff. And then it really just got really weird and like power hungry. And then I think the guy ended up being like a pedophile or something like that.
No, I've been seeing
Wait,
like,
in real life or the South
Yeah, in
Park
real
episode?
no, in real life.
I've
Yeah.
been seeing TikToks like that. There is a ship that goes out and like attacks the poachers, the whale poachers.
What
Yeah.
do they do to
And
them?
it's crazy, dude. They like pull up, and no joke, I thought the ship was trying to rob the other two ships. No, they were the good guys, and they like rammed into the back of the ship, full size like barges, rammed into the back of the ship, and they're like they're like talking a different language, spraying them because you spray them so that they can't like get onto your boat.
What?
But I'm
What do you mean
talking
spray them?
like, so they have like giant fire hoses. So if
Okay.
you were trying to get onto my boat and I spray you with a fire hose, it's not going to be very easy, right?
So that's where
that's their defense.
how pirate ships have evolved. They used to have cannons, now they have fire hoses.
Yeah, and so I
Okay.
forget what it's called. Some of you may know it, but there's like a name for this ship because they're like kind of a bounty hunter.
Why do they spray them with water though?
I think it's because it's like not as lethal as a.
Yeah, as far as
Well,
I
yeah.
know, they're like still trying to get on the ship and like
They're trying to like fight them.
Yeah, I guess fight them, but I didn't see like there was guns involved or anything. But then again, I can't remember the name of the ship, but everyone's commenting like, "Yo, give so and so cannons," or like
Yeah,
the next
dude.
Decommissioned military whatever ship barge it is, give that to them because they need it.
So
they're
they
just out
ram
there.
into them.
Yeah, they're just out there.
Do
like-
they arrest them? Or they just ram into them, spray them
Trying
with
to put
water
them out
and
of
dip?
commission. I think they're like trying to.
So
like,
they try to
their-
sink that motherfucking boat to the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
That's
it's
killing
just-
them.
Yeah.
Essentially,
No, I
you're gonna
definitely
leave
think
them
they
stranded.
they wouldn't feel bad if their ship sank.
Wow.
Ken,
Sick.
You guys ever see that when like I don't know if it's like the Coast Guard or what, but it'll be like military and they like start firing guns at like Somalian pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! Like they'll be out on like a little ding and there's like, and you just see it hitting the wall.
Yeah.
It's like, God dang, dude.
So they're called sea shepherds.
Sea shepherds, that's what it is.
This thing looks sick.
Yeah, because whaling's. Why is it so popular in Japan? They obviously like
Ivory or something like that.
Yeah. Wow, that's a sweet boat.
First
and that's the
custom
one that
and that's
rams
dope
them.
as heck, dude.
Holy fuck, that rams your boat. You're going down, dude.
Yeah, you imagine
should see
you're
these
out.
boats that they're on, that the whalers on. Look at the anti-whaling boat badly damaged.
I mean,
Like they're
what a
going up
life.
against big ships.
And they just ram them?
I guess so.
So sometimes they have the smaller ship.
Yeah, I would say their boats are smaller.
The anti-whaling smaller?
Yeah.
That's even more impressive. What? I figured they had big boats and they were...
Dude, they have literally the coolest barges I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So that's that. Like they're literally ramming
into it.
the right side of their ship into the left side of this
You're
big
just
barge.
out there like in the ocean.
I
Like,
suppose
on
if you-
your, like obviously you're doing something bad, but then all of a sudden a boat just pulls up and rams you. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I suppose like if you got like a pointy hull or something on the front, like you can probably just ram into the side of one of those boats and just pierce through it.
I wish I knew a little bit more
It's
of,
gotta be
of
quite a shake
of
You're
what
on a
they did
boat and
after.
you get hit by
Yeah.
another, because obviously there's so much momentum there.
Yeah, God, can you imagine trying to outrun that thing?
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I'd like to see a video of this if someone could find one.
Evan would have had a video pulled up again.
And he doesn't even know how to run a computer.
They're just
are we
soaking
about to see them get hit?
They're gonna
There's
run
gonna be-
them
there we
over.
go.
Wait, the whalers?
Holy,
Oh, man.
frick.
That boat coming at them. Is,
Oh, there
my
was the whole
God.
front end.
They're flat out trying to kill them.
Yeah, I mean that.
Hey, I think the big boat that hit him is like the bad guy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
they just got fucked up, bro.
Dude.
And now they're still spraying their
Look
ass.
at that.
That's what I mean.
They don't even care. They're sending them to the fucking
I
bottom.
just didn't quite
Wow.
Davy
realize
Jones' locker.
how
So-
cutthroat this shit is.
These whalers.
Those people die. What happens? Oh, they got a. Is this a show?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
full-on
It's
It's
Whale
on
Wars.
Discovery.
I think it
Wow.
got canceled because the one guy got like indicted or something like that.
So what happens if you kill someone out on the ocean like that? Because like who? What's the jurisdiction? Who goes after those guys? Who takes care of
That's
them?
what I mean.
Or is it like, hey man, out there's no laws. You know?
Apparently, there's just not enough people, going after the whalers that people wanted to take it in their own hands.
It's kind of like
don't
the Wild
think,
West. Or,
Yeah, the Sea Shepherds, I don't think are like a military operation.
Who funds the sea shepherds?
I'd like to watch that show. That looks
Same.
like an exciting show.
Yo, can you guys imagine if like Deadliest Catch, where they're out there crabbing, was like that, where you had like
Fucking ramming each
both-
other.
yeah.
both
Jesus.
Deadliest Catch
Demolition
boats
Derby.
like going after. They see each other on their radar and they're beep beep.
As if it's like literally not already one of the sketchiest things that you could do.
Deadliest
yeah.
Catch still on TV.
I don't know. I don't think so.
They had a good run, though.
Sea Shepherds is just a nonprofit organization that
insane.
accepts donations.
That is insane.
Is murder legal in international waters? Put simply, no. You have to abide by the laws of where your boat is registered. And apparently you have to have a registered boat. But like, what if you just don't register a boat? I'm sure that's wherever you're sitting.
Yeah, then it's like, okay, well, this guy comes from nowhere. You just like, this is my home.
Yeah, but it's like
The
you do
ocean.
stuff in the middle of the ocean.
Who
Who's gonna
knows?
know?
No one knows. Yeah. Jeez,
Yeah,
Ken.
Ken.
Don't ever want to be on a boat with this guy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I went on a cruise with
Oh,
Ken. Luckily, I didn't die.
They answered
Ken's,
that.
Ken's watching his watch and he keeps checking his GPS of where he's
It's like,
at.
all right, we're far
All right,
enough out.
we're in international
Mike
waters. We're good.
overboard.
Mike, you mind having a conversation with me on the
You
balcony?
want to go over by this rather low railing?
I know a
You,
great
you
spot.
need another drink, right?
Upon further research, it basically just says where, if your ship isn't registered, then it's from wherever you're from. If you won't tell them where you're from, it's for whoever caught you
Nice.
To take care of.
to take care of. So basically, you cannot do anything on the ocean.
Kind of sounds like you kind of can.
Yeah.
You kind of can unless you don't get caught.
Yeah.
Well, that's like anything.
Unless you get caught.
Unless you get caught.
in a sense, but yeah.
I think that'd be a great video where we go like crabbing or something like that, or crawfishing. I think that'd be pretty good. And then somebody was also telling me the other day that it would be a good video bit to go catfishing, where you put your hand in
that'd
catfish holes.
Yeah.
Like down in holes, and then catfish come out and they and then you pull them out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I have a
can do it
rule
with your
about
leg.
sticking my limbs in places that I can't see.
Same. I do not want to do that. I was just saying.
It would be great for
that
Ken
would
to
be
do.
In
great.
case somebody
Holy shit, I'd love
volunteers.
to see that. They don't have teeth though, huh?
Not really.
But you got to hope that there's a catfish on the other end of that hole.
Not a
So I don't know.
whatever.
But when I was saying that to my friends that were telling me that, they were like, dude, people do it all the time. Hot chicks do it.
Yeah, I've seen Instagram
Oh,
videos of
well, if
people
hot
doing
girls do it.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Well,
okay,
sign
must
me
be-
up then, I guess.
No.
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 No,
Hey, I heard
Ken's
it.
doing it.
No, that is funny you said that because there's like a genre of like chicks that do that. You know. They
Oh,
get-
really?
Yeah.
They get all like Western on there, and they're like
They
yee
get all
yee, or not sorry,
wet.
not
Yeah.
Western, but like redneck, and they're like yee yee, and then they catch a bunch of catfish, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, have you
She's
seen
so hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've actually ever seen that. Ken, can you pull that up?
Ken,
I must be
hot
on.
girls
I must
fishing.
be on a different
TikTok?
algorithm.
Oh, God,
Must
I don't
be.
even want to search that.
No, it's honestly, it's called noodling.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
called
yeah,
noodling.
yeah,
Yeah.
noodling.
Hot girl noodling.
Yeah,
All right.
catfish with their stingers
All right,
and
video-
whatnot.
Video title: Hot girl catches giant catfish with
You
bare
can
hands.
catch catfish on your lake, Ben.
What a swamp.
Yeah.
No, I remember.
think-
I used to.
I think
when
there's
I was
catfish on every lake.
I just remember when I was a kid, I would catch catfish because they'd rent out a little cabin, and I would catch them pretty frequently on DL.
or whatever I can find, and they'll tear your arm up if you ain't got that on. I've got scars from blue cats.
She's under there for a long time. No way. Just like that,
Just
huh?
in her hand.
Consider it noodled.
That thing won't let go.
Look at that. That
She
is
grabbed that thing.
ugly, ugly looking.
Yeah, catfish are so gross, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, I just can't get the image of sticking your hand down a hole and a big old catfish latching on. I don't know, Ken. I feel like that's like something that you should do for a video.
Alone or with somebody else?
Well, we'll
Alone,
be
we'll
there.
send a
I'll do it with you.
GoPro. We'll send a GoPro.
Yeah,
I
just
feel like
one
it's something we all have to do, not just one.
Yeah. If you don't get noodled, you're not a part of the crew anymore.
Dude, I got on crawfish TikTok. It's super satisfying to watch. Like, I think crawfishing is like one of those things.
Really?
It's like I would assume it's probably like farming TikTok of like farming satisfying things or whatever, but not on that. Just on crawfish TikTok though. It's dirty work, but it's honest.
It ain't much, but it's honest.
Yeah, it sounds satisfying. Speaking of that, I have a bunch of bubble wrap to run over with the one wheel, so
Oh, that is satisfying.
it's been fun, but
Alrighty. That sounds good.
Yeah, I
That
guess
sounds
that's a good time to end.
Well, we're going to go pop some bubble wrap. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
no, it's all mine.